Hey, you must be the new students. Welcome to VISTA News. Here's the class. I'm going to give you guys a map. This map you could use to find the right seats for a successful news.
First up, we have Ashley and Letty. Ashley is a jock, so she's stuck with sports. Letty knows everything, so she's on announcements. Next up, we have Maggie, Donna, and Roxana. Maggie's caught up on every trend, so she's on national days. Donna is so well informed that she's in world news, and Roxana is the biggest movie junkie, so that's her assignment. And here we have Darlene, the only junior. She got left with the last pick. Poor girl, she does TV shows. Over here we have Martin and David. Martin is always playing games, so that's what his contribution is. And David is always watching anime, so that's his strong suit. Back in the studio, we have Anthony, our camera guy. He's kind of a hermit, so we just leave him back here. Last but not least, beware of these two, Alexis and Diadlin, the editors. You don't want to mess with those two. Wait, who's that?
She's not even in VISTA.
Hey Vikings, welcome back to another episode of VVN. We have another amazing episode for you this week, so let's jump right in.
Hey there, this week's game recommendation is Helldivers 2.
No. Don't.
Okay, but bro, it's a great game where you fight for the independency against massive invasive bugs and robots, and you have to do your own part fighting your last breath. Either Elton John is playing, or the Freedom guitar solo.
Yeah, but you know how the producer is.
Okay, yeah, good point. This week's game recommendation is Poppy's Playtime. These are for the horror nerds out there, and the one Poppy Playtime fan. You play as an employee and at the abandoned toy factory due to an event called the Hour of Joy. Anyways, you explore as for unknown reasons, and as you try your best not to get eaten or killed by massive toys. Yes, this game has lore, and we'll get updates through chapters as this game is only on Steam.
What's up Vikings? Today boys varsity tennis will play Duarte away. The game starts at 3:30. Boys JV and varsity volleyball play against Duarte home, with varsity starting at 3:30 and JV at 5. Varsity baseball will play against La Puente home. The game starts at 3:30. Thursday 29th, boys varsity tennis will play against Pioneer home. The game starts at 3:30. Friday the 1st, JV and varsity softball will play against Sierra Vista away. Both games start at 3:30. Boys JV and varsity volleyball play against Workman away, with varsity starting at 3:30 and JV at 5. Lastly, varsity baseball will play against Workman home. The game starts at 3:30. That's all for sports this week. See you guys next week.
What's up, Vikes? This year's Spring Sport Rally will take place this Friday, March 1st, during lunch at the cafetorium. Also, a reminder that we won't have school next Monday, March 4th, as it is a student-free day.
So I'm getting this right. We need to move this along. Okay, welcome back. So in 2 days, it would have been a leap year day. A magical consequence of a year actually being 365 days and 5 hours plus 48 minutes long. Speaking of magic, Magi will be the anime I'm talking about today. I'm going to refer to Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, and its sequel, Magi, the Kingdom of Magic. Now, there is a prequel to the series called Magi, the Adventure of Sinbad, but you don't really need to watch that prequel since Adventure of Sinbad came after the Labyrinth of Magic and Kingdom of Magic. What is Magi about? It's really just an enjoyable journey with friends. We have a trio of protagonists, starting with the Magi. Now, what are Magi? Good bloody question, mate! Even after the first half of the first season, they still asked that question. Luckily, the main characters were finally given the answer. A Magi refers to a very strong magician with a natural gravitation towards Rook in order to change the world. Not alter, but choose a person to be king. Our main Magi in this anime is Aladdin, this blue boy you see before you. He's a bit of a goofball, but he's really cool. He has his flying carpet, which can be stored as a turban, and a giant djinn friend called Ugo, who is really strong. Both of which are obtained without using wishes. Beat that, Disney's Aladdin. Now, who is Aladdin's candidate to be king? That would be Alibaba, this blondie you see right now. Being a poor bloke, Alibaba has always wanted to clear one of the many dungeons that pop up in this world. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about those. Dungeons are like these towers that rise up in this world, and clearing one gives you access to a comical amount of money, and you'll basically be set for life for how much gold you can get. And you gain the power of the djinn that resides at the top of the tower. But going back to Alibaba, he may seem like an average guy, but he has a very interesting past. One he got unfortunately betrayed by and hence ran away from. Now, the third of the protagonists is Morgiana. She's really cool. She's a fantasist who got taken away from her home in the Dark Continent and enslaved at a young age. But thanks to Alibaba, she and the other slaves got freed from her former owner. All Vandals have red hair and eyes in addition to immense strength. This race is actually considered the strongest race, in terms of physical strength, not technological wise. Now, this is Morgiana's strength, being strong with lightning fast kicks. I like these character designs, and if you were to watch the anime and make a silhouette of these protagonists, it would be really easy to identify who is who. Now, referring to what I said at the beginning, the plot of Magi has a lot of moving parts. But no character really has a solid goal. It's really just a journey between friends, since some of the time, these protagonists just split up to do their own things, and honestly, I can vibe with that. Oh! Before I forget. Warning for nudity only for the first and fifth episodes, I think. Note to self as editor, double check. I'm confident those were episodes, but double check either way. So for those who want to watch this anime in school, watch episodes 1 through 5 in your own time, and then, like me, watch the rest on your Chromebook in the school in the library.
11-year-old Audrey Cunningham's body was recovered by divers in north of Houston nearly a week after she went missing. Authorities in Polk County said that Audrey was supposed to catch a bus in the area, but she was never picked up and didn't appear to school that day. The main suspect, McDougall, who was a family friend, would sometimes take her to school. He is now being held in custody on an unrelated aggravated assault charge.
Hey Vikings, today's show recommendation is Jessie. 19-year-old Texan Jessie Prescott decides to move to New York City to fulfill her lifelong dream of becoming an actress. She accepts a job as a nanny and moves in to a penthouse with the wealthy Ross family. She becomes a nanny to Emma, Luke, Ravi, and Zuri. This series is on Disney+. Have a great rest of your day, Vikings.
Hey Vikings, this week's movie recommendation is Ponyo. The film tells the story of a goldfish who is turned into a girl. Ponyo escapes from the ocean helped by a 5-year-old boy. Both take on an adventure to save their town from a flood caused by magic. I rate this movie a 10 out of 10. That's it from me, Vikings. Have a great rest of your day.
Some February national days are National Retro Day on the 27th, on the 28th it's National Chocolate Souffle Day, and on the 29th it's National Toast Day.
Hey Vikings, this week's winner of the poll was seniors with 42%, sophomores with 24%, juniors with 19%, and freshmen with 16%. This week's poll is Drake or Kanye West. The poll results will be on next week's episode.
Hey Vikings, this week's song recommendation is Festival by Kanye West.
What's up Vikings? VISTA Academy is here on the set of Nicholas Taylor's Carry On. Here's a quick look at the experience.
I ain't got a clue, bruh.
So what can I say to you? But I'm off that, had to fall back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You know the truth. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby, ain't what it seems for this girl. What is love? Love, what is love? You believe it if I told you all about it. But our pressure just keep adding up. Then we just get mad and fuck.
Go for it. Then roll.
Scene 3, Charlie, take 1, Mark.
Sorry, I'm so fly, so what? I'll be sorry for that.
That's all for this week, Vikings. See you again next week.